Yesterday, I woke up in really grumpy moods, and there's no reason for me to be, no legitimate reason for me to be grumpy. And one thing that helps ground me in perspective is volunteering. So if you find yourself waking up in a grumpy mood, or being a jerk when you shouldn't be a jerk, or just feeling sorry for yourself or not grateful, then the solution for me is volunteering. Specifically, it's I just started volunteering for a hospice, and earlier today, I won't get into any details about the individual because you just can't, nor should you. But going to hospice and interacting and engaging with someone who doctors say is going to die within 6 months, it's just a different experience, and it gives you different perspective in life, and it really should be a mandatory thing that people do at least once, just to gain that perspective of, oh, well, really, if I'm upset about the small stuff, I must think I'm going to live forever. Because people who get upset about small stuff think they're going to live forever. And we're not. We're all going to die around this earth for a very short amount of time, and we have to, help others along the way as we go. So that's one tip that I have. If you ever find yourself in a rut, then go volunteer, and it'll give you different perspective on things.
Yeah, I actually plan on doing a podcast on the exact topic you're talking about, because this past weekend was my birthday. And I was sitting
Happy birthday.
Thank you. and I was sitting there kind of thinking about it. I was like, oh, it's very strange that I only celebrate my birth, my life, like once a year. I was just thinking about just the concept of birthdays, and something I thought about, and it was I helped my buddy. We were talking about it, and he said that he looks at birthdays as like the day that he won like the lottery, because if you think about it, the probability of us being a human being, I think Gary Vaynerchuk, I listened to a podcast of him, and he calculated it out and said it's like 400 trillion to 1 odds of you being a human being just in general, alive right now. But not only are you a human being, but you're also in America, which is like the top 0.01% of people who's ever lived, period. And so essentially, if you're in America, you've won some insane, you can't even really call it a lottery ticket, because it's even less odds than actually winning the lottery. And so that's another way to feel grateful. And again, I fall in the same boat as you. I wake up grumpy and I have no reason to. And that insight about how if you get mad about small things, you think that you're invincible and like you're going to live forever is very interesting insight. But I want to just toss that in there. Another way to kind of go about finding ways to express gratitude. And you can really use it for literally anything, because you're an American and you're alive in this time.
One of the most impressive things that inspires me is when I talk to someone who came to this country not knowing the language and achieved success however they define success. Because I think my definition of success most recently, because I was thinking about this, is maximizing your special talent during your time on Earth. That's success, because we're all specially talented in at least one thing, but usually maybe one thing if you're really lucky too. But if you maximize your special talent while you're on Earth, then I believe through maximization of that special talent that you were given, you're going to do good things. And so when people come to this country and they don't know the language and they do achieve success, I find that incredibly inspiring, because there are people here who do know the language and have a network built in and don't achieve the same level for various reasons.
And I think like 4 out of the 5, or however many of those like exclusive video interviews you've done so far, I think most of them were immigrants. I know the one that posted this week was, I think 2 other ones were, one was the first guy was from Ireland, someone else was from England. So not many of those people that achieved massive levels of success were even from
one
America.
of them was from Mexico.
Yeah.